Hey y'all, it's Andy and I'm back with another bodhran idea. And today's idea is what can riding in a speedboat teach us about where we put accents inside a tune. So imagine you're in this boat and you hit a wave, BAM! And you just kind of truck along, drive, 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 then another wave, BAM! And then you truck along, drive, drive, drive. And depending on what direction you're going on the water, those waves can happen at pretty predictable intervals. So it's almost like, BAM! Drive, 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 BAM! Drive, drive, drive. And that visual image can teach us, what we can do or how we can think about where we put accents when we're learning a tune or we hear a tune in a session environment. We need to react to the music quickly. So what we're going to do is this, teach a little exercise real quick before we get into it. So the exercise has two components. The first component is the actual wave itself. And to get the wave, I'm getting an open tone, then kind of a neutral tone where I'm just laying the index finger in the top part of my hand towards the back on the skin to separate the top part of the skin from the bottom part of the skin to get kind of this neutral but slightly resonant tone. And then this pop sound in the pop zone up top. So the sticking in jig time is going to be down, up, tap, down, up, tap. On the back side is open, 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 so forth. Then to contrast that, the kind of trucking along tune, the drive sound is going to be heel, up, tap, heel, up, tap, heel, up, tap. So again, on the front, it's down, up, tap, down, up, tap. On the back is going to be heel, up, tap, heel, up, tap. So it's just to heel the hand, get that higher pitch of the drum, that finger across to get that neutral but slightly resonant sound, and then the pop up top. So contrasting between the drop, the wave, and the heel. So if you're like drop, drive, 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 drop, drive, 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 you get this. Drop, drive, 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 drop, drive, drive, drive. And you can visually represent that idea in this. I end up having a little grid here I'm going to show you. And these are 4 beats. And every time I have a drop, I'm going to introduce that red Lego. So what I just played, that drop, drive, 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 I get this. But say the drop happens a little bit later. And once I got these two sounds, I can put this drop and drive anywhere I want to kind of get the idea of where the wave's occurring. But however, I could also have multiple back-to-back waves. So say I've got 3 big waves and then I'm on top of the peak of the next one. But again, that idea is where I have that open, the drop, and the heel, the not dropped or driving on top. This exercise gets me used to just putting these drops or those waves at different points within 4 beats worth of time or 4 pulses worth of time. But now let's take a look at this. So say I've got 8 pulses worth of time. And in these 8 pulses worth of time, this kind of represents the framework for a tune. So let's take, for example, Sakow's jig, and we'll get this. And what I hear is this. Drop, drop, drop. Drop, drop, drop. Drive, 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 drop, 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 drive, 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 drive. So by using that drop and drive concept from the speedboat in the exercise, is now we can take that idea in 4 counts longer than we were originally working with, and use this as kind of a visualization of where we can put accents to start making a part to Sakow's jig. So if we have that drop, 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 drive, 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 we end up getting this. And when we hear it with the tune, we get this. And here we go. But again, the idea is that image of the speedboat and just dropping along and then driving on top of the waves until the next big wave comes along sets up this mental image to figure out where we can put those drops or those waves when we're hearing longer phrases of time. But again, that's just an idea. If you guys have any ideas or devices that you guys use when you're learning tunes and figuring out what to play where, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. And to end off this video, I just got to say thank you to Cultus Kiltori Aaron. They granted me permission to use this recording of Sakow's jigs from their Foinn Seisiún album. If you're not familiar with it, the Foinn Seisiún albums, there's 1, 2, and 3. It's a great collection of tunes that serve as a good starting point for learning various tunes of various types. I'll put their information for those albums in the description below. And also, too, if you guys could find the time to go ahead and give to the Equal Justice Initiative, that organization could really use some funding at this time. I'll put their information in the description below as well. But you all stay safe, stay healthy. I'd love to hear your ideas and comments, and take care. See you in the next video. Bye.